Okay, this lesson is for BOA 201. We're first going to start talking about fact families. A fact family is a group of related addition or subtraction or multiplication and division equations using the same three numbers. So at first this question asks, find two other numbers that make an addition or subtraction fact family with the number 10. So I'm going to pick 2, 8, and 10. The way they make a fact family is that 2 plus 8 equals 10, 8 plus 2 equals 10, 10 minus 8 equals 2, and 10 minus 2 equals 8. All of these are true equations. Now, let's say I wanted to use 6, 4, and 10. These would also work for my fact family. So I'm going to set up a couple equations with my fact family here. I'm going to do 6 plus 4 equals 10. 4 plus 6 equals 10. Oops, excuse me. 10 minus 4 equals 6. And 10 minus 6 equals 4. Now, these are all true equations. So I want to show you that the order is important here where you put your numbers. So for example, if I try to do 6 minus 4 equals 10, even though I'm using all three numbers, this is not a true equation. This is not equivalent. This is actually 2, which does not equal 10. Okay? So you want to make sure that you're double checking your work using your calculator just to verify. You know, you can definitely try your mental math, but always verify that you're getting it correct by double checking real quick with your calculator. Okay, now I would like you to try doing a fact family, and this time, same thing, you're still going to use 10, but this time I'd like you to try to use two different numbers, 1, 9, and 10. I'd like you to write 4 different equations that are all true equations that show that these three numbers are a fact family. So go ahead, pause the tape right now, pause it, and when you're ready, you can play it back and see if your answer is correct. Okay, so hopefully you paused, and now you're going to check your answers. You can have an equation 1 plus 9 equals 10, 9 plus 1 equals 10, 10 minus 1 equals 9, and 10 minus 9 equals 1. The order is not important, just make sure that you have the same exact 4 equations. So if you put this line first, that would be okay. It would not be marked incorrect. Okay, next up we have our word wall. So in math we use a lot of different words that all mean addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or equals. So we have a lot of different words that can sometimes mean the same thing as addition. So down here we have some choices, and we're going to place these words in the correct spot. So I've got the word the quotient of. Now the quotient of is actually related to division. Quotient of something means to divide two numbers. More than is an addition problem. So if something was to say, what is 6 more than 5? You would be adding there. Okay, now I'm going to let you take a look. You can pause here. I want you to try to categorize each word here as you see them and place them in the correct category. You can go ahead and pause, and then in a second I'm going to show you guys the correct answers. Okay, so here are the correct words placed in the correct category. So added to, more than, increased by, some, and plus all mean to add. For subtraction, synonyms are minus, decreased by, and difference. For multiplication, times, product, and of. For division, quotient or quotient of, and equals is the same as to say is. So these are all really important words that are going to help you in order to do word problems and basically figure out from the context what operation you're going to use: addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. Okay, so the reason why we need to know all of those words and their meaning for what operation they use is because we see oftentimes these kind of words show up in word problems. So here I've got an example, and the example says, Mark likes to jog during the week. He usually runs 4 miles a day, but he increases the number of miles that he runs by 2 miles on Fridays. How many miles does he run on Fridays? So the important thing here is to make sure you understand what this question is asking. So here we're asking, how many miles does he run on Fridays? So you're given information about how many miles he normally runs. Here they say 4 miles a day, but then they add that he increases the number of miles that he runs by 2 miles on Fridays. So this is the key word here, the fact that he increases the miles. So we need to know what the word increase means. Now hopefully you know that that means to add, to have more, so we're going to actually use addition. So in this case, because increase means to have more, we are going to use addition. So I take 4 plus 2 and I get 6. So he runs 6 miles on Fridays. So these are the type of problems that we're going to do at first, just so that we get used to all of the language in math, so that you're not tripped up when you see word problems, so they're not so scary. Good job, and tomorrow in class we're going to practice this a little bit more.